Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 393 would name a section of Highway 43 Fred Thompson Boulevard as it comes through Lawrenceburg.
Representative Odom, you're recognized.
Representative Hensley, I think I understand what we're doing here. I guess I'm just a little bit concerned. I noticed we had a congratulatory resolution on the floor honoring a former Vice President of the United States from Tennessee. You voted against it. Here we have a highway sign that designating a segment of U.S. Highway 43 for, I'm sure, a very fine former senator of ours. And I'm trying. Is it just a partisan thing, or is it was it because this one because our Vice President was a Democrat and Senator Thompson was a Republican? What was the? I guess I'm amazed that as quickly as you bringing this bill up, that following that little discussion we had on the floor last week.
Well, Mr. Leader, this bill was actually filed several weeks ago, but my vote there was because I didn't agree with his stance on global warming. I didn't feel like that was honoring him as Vice President as so much as honoring him for his view on global warming, which I don't agree with. So I didn't say that on the floor, but I did tell the sponsor that later, but that was my vote then.
So I would guess then if there are issues, which there are, I have great respect for former Senator Fred Thompson, but I didn't agree with every position he took on every issue while he was a United States Senator. So does that mean I should vote against this?
Well, I would just ask you to vote your conscience, and I would hope you would vote for it, but this was brought to me by the city, and they're the ones wanting to name the road. So
I'd like a little bit of opportunity to think about this. Would you?
I'd be happy to roll it.
For a week, thank you.
For a week.
Does Representative Shaw, do you want to speak at this time? You're recognized before we take action.
Thank you, Mr. Sponsor. Sponsor Yield.
Yes.
If your city brought you one for Al Gore to name a road, would you do it?
I would, sir. Yes.
What would be the difference?
Well, honoring somebody for him being Vice President, for him being Senator, I would certainly vote to honor Al Gore if we were honoring him as Vice President. I just didn't feel like that resolution was honoring him as being Vice President. That was honoring him for his Academy Award, which was for global warming. So that was my reason for the vote for Al Gore, and certainly if we honor him to be Vice President, I certainly vote for that because he is. That's certainly worth being honored for. And Fred Thompson was Senator, so I feel like that was worth honoring him. But any city, I voted for numerous roads to named after different people, roads, bridges, and you can look back and see I voted for numerous of those over the 4 years I've been here.
Well, I just for the record, I'd like to say I think both men deserve to be honored. I really do. I think Fred Thompson deserved to be honored. And if you ran your bill today, I'd vote for this. But I do have a problem when we make a distinction between one public servant and what we believe they do or do not do over the other, because we don't have anything to do with what Al Gore believes about global warming. I would do it because it's just Al Gore, but because I disagree with Fred Thompson, but he's worthy to be honored. And I just want to say that for the record, and I think that's what we all ought to think about in these issues. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We'll have time to debate this next week if everybody's in agreement. We'll move this for 1 week, and we thank the sponsor. You have